Hello and welcome. So continuing on with going through all of my materials, sorting them out, and I guess this kind of links slightly to the Inktense blocks, Inktense pencils, and the art graph tailor shapes that I did on a previous video. This gives some nice texture to paintings, can be used completely on its own, but this is what I call my Graphitint selection. So I have got the Graphitint, let's just move those a bit, the Graphitint paint set, which you can get from Derwent and probably Jackson's. I will be putting, as usual, there will be links below my videos. So it also comes with a water brush. So we're going to be swatching all of those out into my painter's colour diary. I also have the set of 12 pencils. They are different colours. Some are the same, but many of them are different to the paint set. And then this one I have used when out and about because it's the Graphitint mixed media set, and this one has in it 6 of the paints, and then 2, 4, 6, 8, 12 pencils. And yet again, the paints I do already have in this set, but the pencils are different to these pencils. So that's why I have kept all of these 3 items for myself, and I think that if you just wanted to go out and about, this is very slim. It is quite large. It is 9 inches, probably square, I'm guessing. No, 9 by 8, sorry, which is just under, it's about 22.5 by 19.5 centimeters. But it is very slim, as you can see, finger size. So I have used that. I think I did a picture in Thetford Forest when I was out and about, and I just took this with me, and that worked really, really well. So let's start by swatching out the 12 pan set and move the rest out of the way for the minute. Something I will put a link to below is on Derwent's website. They have all of their colour charts and light fastness. So anything that is kind of 6 and above is a really good light fastness rating. And in this Graphitint paint set, for example, russet is maybe a little bit below, and so is port, but the other colours are okay. And in the box of mixed media, in this one, I think they are pretty much all, yes they are, 6 and above. So the Graphitint set is very light fast, the mixed media box. So if you've got any of the Derwent products, you will find all of their colour charts on their website, and I will put the link to that. But that can be quite nice to know. So let's start with our Graphitint paint pan set. It does come, this is like glassine. It does come with this kind of ready for you. It shows you all the colours and gives you the colour names. But inside I painted my own. But obviously I'm now doing this for my painter's colour diary. So make sure we're in. Turn it round that way maybe. There we go. So let's start with our autumn brown. So these work rather like all of the other Inktense things. They are, you can use them like watercolour, but they are an ink, so they do dry differently. They are very permanent once dry. Now we have russet. Followed by meadow. The thing with these is because they are Graphitint and they've got graphite in them, you do get a nice kind of like a granulation with them. Green grey coming up. And then slate green. These worked really well in Thetford Forest because they've got these big, well, I call them fir trees. They probably all got different names because they're different types of sort of evergreen trees. But a lot of these colours that are in the Graphitint sets work really well for that kind of landscape. We've got ocean blue. Then we've got steel blue. We've got dark indigo. Which you can water down to be quite light. Then, no, I've gone in the wrong place. Then we've got aubergine. We've got juniper. And then port. And finally, graphite grey. I think these are a lovely set of colours. And obviously you can do some mixing as well. So there we have our 12 pan set. On this same page, I'm going to do the pencils, which are water soluble, so they have the little paintbrush sign on them. So we're going to start with, and you will notice some of them are the same. So this is Autumn Brown. And it does actually correspond really well. Then we've got Meadow, which we can see up here. Oh, there we go, Meadow. Then we've got Slate Green, which is also up here. This one is Ocean Blue, so this one. And I think that they do correspond very well with the actual paint pans. There's our Ocean Blue. We've got Steel Blue. We've got Juniper. So those 6 are corresponding with the paint pan set. The other 6 are different. So we've got Sage. Then we've got Cocoa. Cool Brown. Cool Grey. We've got Warm Grey. And finally, Mountain Grey. So your first 6 on the top here are 6 colours that are included in the 12 pan set, and then you have 6 new ones. So I'm just going to pop those all back in there. And before I move on to swatch out the mixed media set, I will bring this up for you. So here we go. Autumn Brown. This is the paint pan set. Russet, Meadow, Green Grey, Slate Green, Ocean Blue, Graphite Grey, Port, Juniper, Aubergine, Dark Indigo and Steel Blue. And hopefully you can see how they are all very kind of granulating. Then moving on to the pencils, Autumn Brown, stunning, Meadow, Slate Green, Ocean Blue, Steel Blue, and Juniper, which match those half pans. And then the other 6 colours in the pencils are Sage, Cocoa, Cool Brown, Cool Grey, Warm Grey, and Mountain Grey. So I think they make an interesting set of colours. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to pull that out because it's probably still wet under there. There we go. We'll leave that one to dry. What I decided to do was to put this mixed media set onto its own small takeout painter's colour diary. So I've taken a page out of this one, which is a much smaller one, and they call it backpack palettes because you can pop them in, take them out. Actually, I can see this did come with a water brush. I've obviously used the water brush somewhere else. But anyways, let me just check that we're all in view still. Yes, there we go. So I'm going to start by doing the paint pans, which you will have already just seen, but so that you can see all this set together and so that I can see it together. When I take this out and about with me, just so as I know what I've got in this set. So Juniper, Aubergine, we've got Ocean Blue, we've got Slate Green, we've got Meadow, and finally Autumn Brown. A funny angle for that one, never mind. And then in our pencils we have got Port, I'm going to swatch them all dry first. We've got Aubergine, which we've got above. We've got Dark Indigo, colour called Shadow, nope, that was Storm. Right, we will cross that out and we will write Storm. Then we have got Green Grey, this one is Shadow, so we'll change that. Do any of you make this kind of mistake, or is it just me? Then what have we got? Chestnut. I obviously didn't put these back in the same order, did I? Russet. This is obviously white. Midnight black. Cloud grey. So this one should be ivy. Fingers crossed. Yes, ivy. So let's now add some water to these. So as I said, all of these colours in this set are all 6 and above light fastness, which means that they are very good. So let's bring this up, and apologies for making a bit of a boo-boo. Should we call it a boo-boo? Anyway, juniper, aubergine, ocean blue, slate green, meadow and autumn brown are the 6 little half pans. And then in the pencils we have port, aubergine, dark indigo, storm, green grey, ivy, white, cloud grey, midnight black, forget that one, russet, chestnut, and then we have shadow. So all in all, I think, there we go, get it all in. If I was going to go out and about, this is the set that I would take, purely because it's already been curated and there are plenty of colours there for me to play with, especially if I want that lovely kind of granulating graphite sketchy kind of effect. So there they are, wet and dry for the pencils and our 6 half pans. And as I said, they do also it does also come with a water brush here, but I've obviously put mine somewhere else typically. So let me just put my note in there. So there we have it. We have all of my Graphitint selection, and as I said, obviously I think these colour charts are especially useful, and especially useful if you are wanting to know about light fastness. So that's my Graphitint set. So I hope that was something that you might all look into as another option, something a little bit different. Okay, take care. Bye for now.